Hi there, and welcome to Graham's Guide Friday Live, this Friday, the 27th of November. Great to have you with us. It's been a very busy week, and I'm trying to get to everyone's feedback, but I've had a lot of email, and I've had a lot of questions through Canvas, and there's a lot of questions in the discussions as well, so I'm getting to them as quickly as I possibly can, and I should be up to date by the end of today, which is, as we know, Friday. So let's go in and have a quick look at a couple of things. I've got three things on my agenda today: formatting a presentation, language, formal tone, and originality report. So let's have a quick look. Just before we go in there, just want to remind everybody that this in your courses, this course here, it's a free course. It's not. It's additional. It's how to. And there goes my phone clicking away. Getting started with online study. So if you go into getting started with online study, CAN10001, you will find in here, if you click on the modules, there are modules here that help you with submitting assignments and checking originality reports. So there's some information in there that will be useful to you for studying online. I highly recommend whizzing through that course. But if we go back to our course, because you're all either have your drafts ready for assignment 2 or you're working on it this weekend, I just want to give you some polishing tips for finishing that off. Now, if you go into the Student Hub, so let's look at formatting a presentation quickly first. If you go into the Student Hub and click on Study Resources and then Academic Writing and Presenting, down here to Formatting and Presentation, it's got all the information you need here for how to format your document. Now, how you format your document is really up to you, but this is highly recommended. It's very helpful for us if you follow these guides here, including the document title there. Let's go from the top. So Times Roman is preferred, 12-point font, line spacing, preferably double spacing. The margins should be evenly spaced on the page, and everything should be left aligned. Don't justify your text to both sides of the page. It should be left aligned. Then your document title, it shows you here how to do that, and all the rest of this is fairly straightforward. Make sure there's a space between each paragraph. I have got a quick example here of what looks good. So you might need to look at this on a large screen, as I've said before. We don't require a cover page for this unit, but this is what a cover page might look like if you're creating a cover page. And then the next page is where your assignment starts, and here it is. Now, this is what a well-formatted paragraph looks like. This is in Times Roman. It's a 12-point font. It's double-spaced. It's justified to the left. And that's looking good. This is what we don't want to see, the next one. So this is, the top one here is, there's no line spacing, but the font is the right size. There's no space to put any comments or provide advice here, so it's fairly difficult. And the next one down, well, that's just really hard for us to read. I mean, I know you've probably got it on a small screen. I wonder if I can increase the view of this to, let me say, 200%, so you can probably see it a little bit better now. This is a terrible font. I'm not sure which font it is. Also, you'll see in here, this is supposed to be one paragraph, but for some reason, sometimes people like to try using a sentence as a paragraph. A sentence does not work as a paragraph. That's just a standalone sentence, and it's not good structure. So your paragraph really should be all connected together and not separated like this into small. This is how you would do an email, but not an academic essay. You might separate a single sentence for an email or a casual message, but in an academic essay, let's go back to the top. You'll see here, it's all one paragraph. There's no single sentences off by themselves or anything. It's just a complete, and this is about 200 words. Your reference list for all three questions should be at the end of your document. In this document, this is formatted for APA referencing, so you can see there's a hanging indent. Hanging indent's not required for Swinburne Harvard, but your reference list should have the title references at the top of the page, and then your references will follow. Okay, so that's formatting your presentation. I'll look just on language and formal tone. We're not expecting people to write in a full-on academic tone, because this is your first time of writing, so we don't expect you to write in a formal tone. We do expect you to not use contractions like I'm, or instead of I am, or don't instead of do not. You need to write your contractions out in full, and this is about writing in a formal tone. You don't have to use words of many syllables to sound intelligent. Just write in plain, regular English. In fact, my writing for many years has just been in plain English. You can write in plain English in a formal tone. You don't have to write in multi-word syllables and make it difficult for people to understand what you're trying to say. Don't use a thesaurus. Well, actually, I use a thesaurus all the time, but I use a thesaurus to find a simple word to express what I'm trying to say. Alrighty, so that's formatting presentation, language, formal tone, so no contractions, and then no slang language, colloquialisms like I can't think of one, of course. Anyway, let me just look up colloquialism. Colloquialism. This is testing my spelling as well. A phrase. So where are some examples? What is a colloquialism example? There we go. Ain't, gonna. So these sort of things here. So don't use ain't. Don't use gonna, or other slang language. There's not really. Anyway, if I keep on looking up, just the sort of language you would use if you were giving a speech at a formal occasion. So you're not talking to your friends. You're talking at a more formal occasion. Alrighty, originality report. Okay, so when it comes to the originality report, I don't want people panicking when they see a text similarity of 20 and 30%. The similarity report really requires interpretation, and so I'm going to provide a link here to this video I found on YouTube. It's not from Swinburne Online, so it is talking about another organization, but they do explain very well about interpreting Turnitin's originality report. In fact, I would normally expect to probably see 5 or 10% text similarity, because you're going to be using sources and paraphrasing sources that in this unit have been used for a decade or more. So we expect that there will be some similarity. 5 to 10, sometimes 20% can be okay, provided that you've cited and referenced your sources and you've referenced your quotes. If you're getting a similarity report above 30%, you need to have a close look at it, because above 30 and 40%, it's highly likely that there could be some issues there. Maybe you have cited correctly and referenced correctly, but you've got too many direct quotes, too much paraphrasing. There's not enough of your own original text. So I think if your percentage of text similarity is somewhere between 10 and 30%, that could probably be okay. Alrighty, that's probably enough from me. Good luck with your polishing of your essay over the weekend. And if you have any questions, I'll be in the discussion boards all weekend, and also I'll be trying to get in and provide feedback to your week 4 posts today and tomorrow. And for me, for now, it's bye for now.